Hiya, I'm Irene, an editor-in-chief from Russia. Some of you, as far as I know, use all these ROFL, LOL, TBA, and so on. We Russians also have our own abbreviations that we used in messengers when we text our dearest and nearest or workmates. And today I'm going to tell you about the 15 most handy abbreviations that you will need. Let's go! КМК. Как мне кажется. IMHO, in my humble opinion. It means, as far as I'm concerned, if you ask me the way I see it, you name it. The word-to-word translation is as it seems to me. Whenever you use КМК, it's a prudent way to express your opinion, and you're not being persistent, you're not being harsh, you want to be polite. And now the example. КМК – эта компания нам не подходит. Они работают чаще с фармацевтическими компаниями. IT-клиентов у них еще не было. If you ask me, this company doesn't suit us. They work frequently with pharmaceutical companies, and they haven't had IT clients yet. ЧСВ. Чувство собственной важности. The literal translation of ЧСВ is a feeling of one's own significance, meaning a big ego, when a person is of a high opinion of themselves. It's used while speaking about arrogant, self-centered people. We have a collocation чесать ЧСВ, that means to scratch one's enormous ego, meaning that a person wants to remind themselves that they are a very important and significant person, and to be proud of oneself and to make sure that all the rest in the world are aware of that and know the example. Его ЧСВ зашкаливает. Он нанимает сотрудников за копейки и требует работы 24/7. His enormous ego goes through the roof. He hires employees and pays them peanuts, but demands for work around the clock. ХЗ. Хрен. Знает. Who knows? There is a more offensive, obscene version of it, but let's stick to Хрен знает. Although Хрен is also a rude word. It is horseradish in origin, but in slang it has the meaning of a male genital organ. So the literal translation is a male organ, nose. We use it whenever we don't know how to reply to a question or we are just unwilling to. And now the example. Когда мы уже съездим в Икею? Мне надо купить новый диван. Да хз, пока некогда. When shall we go to IKEA? I need a new sofa. Who knows? I don't have time now. ДР. День рождения. Birthday. Yeah, that's really simple. ДР is a day of one's birth. Черт, я совсем забыла про ДР брата. Что мне ему подарить? Shoot, I've completely forgot about my brother's birthday. What should I present to him? НГ. Новый год. New Year. Yeah, it's pretty simple too. We are lazy bones and we save time in order to write 2 letters instead of 2 words. Incidentally, New Year is really important to us, and I've told you about it in my previous video The link will magically appear somewhere in the right corner of your screen. Какие у тебя планы на НГ? Я вот думаю навестить родителей. What are your plans for the New Year night? I'm going to come to see my parents. МБ. Может быть. Maybe. The difference is that in English you have one word, whereas in Russian we have two separate words. And in English you can use maybe, presumably, possibly, probably, choose whatever you want. I also use ДБ, должно быть, it should be, it must be. I'm not sure whether it's commonly used by other people, but when I started at the university, I employed it while making lecture notes. The example. МБ, обсудим сегодня программу нашего онлайн-фестиваля. Maybe we'll discuss the schedule of our online festival today. SPS. Спасибо. Thanks. I use it all the time, I must confess. Yeah, guilty. Whenever I want to express gratitude to the members of my team, I use this abbreviation because I never have time to do it properly to thank them using the full word. Статья получилась увлекательная и наводящая на мысли. Под ней уже 30 комментариев. SPS. The article is captivating and thought-provoking. It has arisen 30 comments already. Thanks a million. Позже, пожалуйста, please. And when you ask a favor, you can write the first 3 letters of a Russian word please. Когда доешь, загрузи посуду в посудомоечную машину позже. When you finish eating, put the dishes in the dishwasher, please. Z. PS. When you start typing PS, but you haven't switched the keyboard from Russian into English, you accidentally type 2 Russian letters, Z. Once been a mistake, now it's an abbreviation in the form of joke. Z. Если хочешь купить эту книгу, пиши в ЛС. PS. If you want to purchase this book, write a DM, direct message. I didn't put the second abbreviation on purpose. I made it accidentally, but you're more than welcome. Sek, секунду, минуту, 1 second, 1 minute. I guess you probably won't have any difficulties with these ones because you have similar abbreviations in English. Sek, пойду налью чаю. Just a sec, I'll pour some tea. Фио, фамилия, имя, отчество. The full name. The right sequence of FIO is always the same. It's always like that. The first one goes F, it stands for the last name. Then E, it's the first name. And lastly, O, patronymic name. You probably don't have the letter, but you can treat it as like kind of a middle name. For instance, each of us has a patronymic name, so it's a name of a father, of a person's father. For example, my dad's name is Sergey, and I am Irene Sergeyevna. If you watched Handmaid's Tale, you probably get me. Напишите свои ФИО здесь и распишитесь. Write your full name here and put your signature. ИНЕТ, Интернет, КОМП, Компьютер, НОУТ, Ноутбук, the Internet, Computer, Laptop. All these words are related to the digital world, to the devices we use for work and leisure. We reduce these long words to the first 4 letters. Вчера у меня сломался комп, а сегодня отрубили ИНЕТ. Возьму ноут и пойду в парк. Yesterday, my computer went dead, and today the internet was cut off. I'll grab my laptop and go to a park. ТК. Так как. ТД. Так далее. ТП. Тому подобное. Because. And so forth. And such like. These are not slang abbreviations. They are very normal, absolutely normal. You can come across them in any textbook. Так как муравьи постоянно таскают листья для выращивания грибов, они делают много работ, расчищают дорожки и т.д. Because of the necessity of ants to haul leaves in order to grow mushrooms, they do plenty of work, clear away the paths and such like. And one more remark regarding ТП, тому подобное, and such like. It also has a slang meaning, and you can come it across in texting, messaging, or something like that. I won't translate it to you word because it's very rude, but it is used when addressing to a very stupid, gullible, not smart woman who's maybe, I don't know what to describe it. It's used by men. I have never heard something from women. It's absolutely against all feminism. Feministic ideas that are widely spread across big Russian cities and capital, but still it's a very common abbreviation you can see somewhere. So be aware that it has its slang, very, very rude and very offensive meaning. Ща, сейчас, shortly. When we pronounce the word сейчас rapidly, linking the sounds, we get сейчас, 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 щас. And then we sometimes reduce it even more, and we get ща. Ща, доиграю в игру и сяду за домашку. Just a moment. I'll finish playing the game and make my homework. By the way, домашка, it's slang, maybe, not slang, but not literal, not formal way of saying домашняя работа, homework. And we also have an abbreviation for it. I have nearly forgotten about it. It's called ДЗ. You're welcome. ЗП, зарплата. Salary, one of the most favorite word of all office hamsters. Тебе уже пришла ЗП? Have you already got your salary? I've told you about 15 most common Russian abbreviations. I think I'm done here. Now it's your turn. Write in the comments below some sentences using these abbreviations, or maybe the ones from your own language. And subscribe to my channel. See you next time.